Welcome to my Orbiter. This is effectively my home away from home, especially when I am not chilling out at the railjack. Don't mind the blood splatter, this is just a remnant of the Stalker when he decided to show up in my Orbiter. After that intense battle, still haven't been able to mop up all of his blood. We'll start off with the navigation area. So this is the cockpit of the ship. To my left, we have the codex, and to my right, we have the market. And of course, this is the navigation console, which allows me to go to whatever star system I want, whatever planet I want within the solar system, to fight all the enemies that need to be vanquished. The main area of the Orbiter is where I have all of my useful knickknacks. For example, here we have the mod machine, which allows me to change my mods, infuse them with more endo, and make them stronger. This is the pet area where I have the module for Zagara to rest if I need her to recover her energy or to return her to stasis. Whilst there is still a little bit of the Stalker's blood splattered all over the place, this module has become sanitary as part of the RSPCA standards. This is of course the foundry where I make all of my weapons and warframes. It is super useful in producing all of the bits and pieces I need in order to, for example, build a new prime, build a new weapon. And of course, this is the Sentinel's hub. This is taken up purely by Deathcube Prime because Deathcube Prime happens to be the single strongest Sentinel in the game. Behind me stands the arsenal, which is the single most useful part of this main area. It is where I go and change my warframes and change my weapons as well. So definitely one of the best parts of this ship. This is the door to the Helminth room. For some reason, it's become a lot redder than usual because of the lighting, so that's really creepy, but just simply behind it is a Helminth chair, which leads us to the back of the ship. To my left is the operator room, to the front is the operator's quarters, and then to the right is the rest of the ship. Okay, so behind me sits the operator. She's right now asleep, so let's not disturb her, but this is the operator room. You can see that there is a lot that goes on in here. She's actually built her own gate and structure as she sleeps in her chair. Look, it's not entirely clear what the hell this is. I think she was just trying to do some sort of weird impressionist sculpture. Either way, it floats and it's to some extent useful, I guess. I don't know. Let's take a brief moment to have a look at the fish trophies that exist on my ship. We have here the Cthulhu and the Glapid and the Grenier Boot, as well as the Norg, because I really like the rare fish from the plains of Eidolon. Here we also have a couple of trophies for the not-so-rare fish, including the Mercray, as well as currently the only trophy for a Fortuna fish, which is the Cinethid. Which brings me to the operator's quarters. In the background you will see a fish tank, a statue, a couple of other fish tanks, and the almighty Council of Floofs. In the fish tank we have a variety of rare fish, both from the Orb Velis and the Plains of Eidolon. You can see a couple of Tromazons, a Cinethid, a couple of Norgs, and a couple of Glapids just floating in that pool. In the secondary tanks there are also other rare fish like the Norgs, the Glapids, and the Tromazon that you can see in front of you. I'm only interested really in the rare fish. The common to uncommon fish I normally just cut bait or I sell them to feed an entire family, and the cousins too. Here is of course the shrine to the almighty Platinum Arrow and her two guardians, the Gatekeeper of the Damned and the Dark Magician. And here is a bed for Zagara to sleep on as opposed to the main pet area in the main room. And finally, as all hope is lost, as the Lotus abandons us and becomes Natar once again, there is only one central power in the universe that is capable of standing up against the coming threat, the Council of Floofs. The Council of Floofs is an organization headed by the great Kuperdon. They will provide the Tenno with the council they so desperately need. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Cribs. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below. If you have something that you would like to add to this Orbiter, let me know. Otherwise, if you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more Warframe content, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.